Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Dom. We're here to talk about unusual options activity. Let's get it going. Alright, I gotta give you guys this guy first. Bam! This video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright, so today we had a sell-off, at least in the majority of the NASDAQ stocks, which is okay. I'm still fired up on a day like a sell-off. I'm still happy because on a sell-off, you get to put money to work. So I hope you guys did that, and you can't get too pissed about this. We've had an incredible run. Now, it might even sell off tomorrow, but you just have to like the stocks you're in, and you have to be adding to them on pullbacks like this. That is at least what I will be doing and what I did today. So keep that in mind. You can't beat yourself up when there's a sell-off. I've learned that the hard way. So just be happy, be adding money, and life's always going to work out. So yeah, all right. Let's go over some trades here. So yesterday I gave you guys Western Digital. Now this one was down a little bit today, but I'm sticking with this trade. And because you want to know why? Because it is in April, and we were buying the 57.5. Now don't be worried, there's no position here. I bought this in another account. So yeah, we were buying these ones yesterday. Some people were buying. And yeah, I'm sticking with this trade. Actually, I misspoke about this company. This is a computer hardware company, not a financial technology company like I said yesterday. But regardless, I'm sticking with this trade. I like the chart. I think there's a lot of upside back up to that, let's double check, 70 level. So, this is more like a vaccine play, but I like what the company does, and I'm sticking with this one. I liked the trade yesterday. I still like it today. Alright, next trade I brought you guys yesterday was Sig Signet Jewelers. Now, yesterday I gave you the July call, and I'm sticking with these as well. I'm not going to sell today. I'm not selling on a day like today. If anything, I'm adding, especially to these calls because they're out in July, which is why I like giving myself enough time, because if I were to buy the December 18th calls, look at these ones. These ones were down 40%, 30%, 50%. Risk reward here, people. These calls we bought were only down 7%. Still substantial, but compared to the 3% the stock was down, there's not as much upside to these calls, these July calls, excuse me. But you're buying yourself enough time, and I'm sticking with these ones. If anything, I'm adding to it. I'm not selling here. Alright, and then I gave you guys another one, Mass Tech. Now this one did well today. I was almost thinking about selling this one because I had such a nice profit, but I held it. As you can see, I still have these calls. The people who bought yesterday are still in these calls. And we had a nice little profit today. We had about 23% gain in these ones. I think at one point the stock was even up a little higher, but it got caught up in that sell-off we had just barely. But I like these calls. I like the company. I'm sticking with it. And I believe it hit a new 52-week high today. Yeah, it did. Let's go, people. That's what I'm talking about. All right, yeah, I'm sticking with these calls though. I'm sticking with this company. I like the upside in these calls, so check them out if you haven't already. All right, let's go. So next couple trades here I want to give you guys is Best Buy. Ticker symbol BBY. You can follow along here. I'm doing some Thinkorswim, obviously. If you guys don't know, yeah, check it out. Good little program here. So we had somebody come in here and buy about 3,000 of these March 110 strike calls. Now, these people put down a hefty amount of money. As you can see here, this is the trade right here that they put on 3,000 at 614. I like these calls. This is a huge trade. If you do the math on this, this is about $1.8 million. So I like these calls, and I like following someone who buys on a dip. Look at this. I think Best Buy, they reported great earnings on this date, but they failed to give guidance because of COVID-19, and the stock took a huge shit. And as you can see, someone's buying this dip, and I am buying the dip. That is what I did today. That is what I like doing. I like buying the dip. Okay, people? So I bought these calls. I'm in these calls. I like this trade. I like the upside here. Honestly, I'll probably be looking to play these ones up to this 125 level. And if you got a nice profit there, you know, maybe just take that risk off the table and take your profit. You know, nothing wrong with taking a profit in this scenario. But yeah, I'll be looking to ride this one up to 125. Hopefully, before then, maybe I'll cut it short. But it is in March. But you always want to weigh out, just because something's out in March, and if you have a nice profit, you might just want to take it off the table. First off, it clears up more room for, other trades you could do, and it takes some risk off the table. If you have a nice profit, nothing wrong with ringing the register. Never beat yourself up for ringing the register. So keep that in mind. You never want to be too greedy. Even those Signet Jewelers calls, if those double next month, I'll probably end up taking them off the table and maybe rolling to something else, which I have to make another video on. I will mark that down. Yeah, so I'll either roll to something else, or I'll just take the risk, take the profit, take the risk off the table, and just move on. This is about trading. At least what we're doing here, we're not holding something for like years and years. That's just what I do, though. You guys can obviously do your own thing. I'm just here to share my opinion about what I do and why it works for me, and you guys can take it from there. Next trade is Coop. So, for those of you that don't know, this is Coupa software. Coop, C-O-U-P. So, this is another one where they bought the dip. We'll get to that in a second. So, someone came in here and was buying these March 350 calls. As you can see here, here's the volume right here. I like these calls. I've been in this stock before. I've traded in and out of it multiple times. I saw the unusual option activity, and I just jumped into this one. These people this is a software play, and they do business spend management. So it's like an app, a software, and if you own a business, you can track your business expenses through their app, through their software, which I like a lot of software stocks. I like these ones. I like these calls. We'll check this out. Somebody came in here at about 11 o'clock Mountain Time, and they bought about 512 of these, it looks like. And if you do the math on this one, this is about a $900,000 trade. So I like this one. This is 100% unusual. This stock does not trade a lot of options whatsoever. If you look at these volumes here, look at this open interest. And by the way, open interest is just the number of contracts that are outstanding. The number of contracts that are out there that people have not closed yet. Volume are contracts, the number of contracts that were traded in today, a given day. So today, this screen tomorrow would be the volume for tomorrow. So volume, this is 3,000 contracts traded today. There was 4,400 contracts that are out there that people still own that have not been closed yet. So, I like these calls. I bought these ones. If the stock trades down, you betcha I'll be buying more of these because they're out in March. I like the upside with these calls, people. Let's check out the chart. This is another one, buying a dip. This stock was actually down a lot more today, and that's when I bought it. I think I bought it with the stock at like 302. It's at 307. We already have a profit in these, which is why I like buying a dip. You guys gotta Sometimes it can be a little scary, but you have to buy the dip. It can always go lower, but if you really like it, you can be adding to it. So don't go all in on the first dip too. It could be down again tomorrow, then I'll add a little more, or see how I feel, or just hold it. It's all about balancing it out, seeing what works for you. And the quickest way to learn that is to be doing this yourself. There's a lot of different ways to mitigate risk when you're first starting out. Obviously, you don't want to go out and buy an $1,800 option for your first go at this. Just my opinion. Start out small. You can do vertical spreads. You can buy the 310 call, then sell the 330 call against it. That might be a little confusing to some of you. I need to do a video on that. There's really a lot to get to here, so sorry if some of the terminology is a little confusing to you. Just let me know in the comments. If anything's confusing, I'll explain more. And yeah, that does it for today's video. So check out these trades. I like these ones. I'm in these ones. All right. Yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe, share the content with someone who likes to trade. If you have a comment or a question, please feel free to leave it below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.